The Honor 9 Lite helps us a great deal to remember the Honor 8 review, which was the organization's leader in 2016. The 2.5D bended glass on the back has a mirror impact, which looks better than average. Nonetheless, as per Honor's site, this impact is constrained to the sapphire blue and glacier gray forms just, and not the midnight black one. Their glass for the show in front is bended also, and on account of this and the telephone's adjusted sides, you get an extremely agreeable hold. The drawback to having glass is that it can be unfathomably elusive and is assuredly a torment to keep free of smears. The edge is plastic however, rather than metal, which was likely important to minimize expenses. This additionally makes the telephone very light, and it's occasionally simple to overlook you have it in your pocket. We would have preferred the SIM plate to have had an indistinguishable shading and complete from whatever remains of the body, yet lamentably it stands out a bit. Other than that, we don't have any grumblings with the construct quality or wrap-up. The volume and power catches are plastic however they do have a pleasant material feel. The SIM plate on the left acknowledges either 2 nano SIMs or 1 SIM and a microSD card, up to 256 GB. The 3.5mm earphone attachment and micro USB port are on the base, alongside a speaker grill. Indeed, it's frustrating to see Honor not receiving the fresher Type-C standard here. It appears as if Honor is just utilizing it for its higher-end offerings. The show is another part of the 9 Lite that we enjoyed in particular. It's a Full-HD IPS board, estimating 5.65 inches askew with a more up-to-date 18:9 perspective proportion which the business is by all accounts grasping with open arms. The taller show makes ready for more slender fringes all around, which gives the telephone a decent stylish. There's simply enough space for the front camera over the screen, and an organization logo underneath it. The board has great brilliance and shading proliferation as well. The taller show may be difficult to reach with your fingers yet there are motions to help with that, for example, having the capacity to swipe down on the unique mark sensor for the noticed shade. There's additionally a root dock, like Assistive Touch on iOS, and a 1GAV mode. Honor 9 Lite's specifications and features. Respect hasn't injured the 9 Lite as far as particulars, and it shares a large number of indistinguishable internals from the Honor 7X and the Honor 9i, both of which are valued higher. To begin off, we have Huawei's custom in-house octa-center processor called the Kirin 659. The telephone comes in 2 RAM and capacity variations. There's unified with 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of capacity, and another, which we have for survey, with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of capacity. The telephone utilizes around 2 GB of RAM by and large for the duration of the day, abandoning you with around 2 GB free, for the 4 GB form, which appears like bounty. Different determinations incorporate FM radio, Bluetooth 4.2, single-band Wi-Fi B/G/N, 4G with VoLTE, USB OTG, an encompassing light sensor, a closeness sensor, an accelerometer, and a gyrator. The enormous element that Honor is touting is the way that this telephone has 4 cameras. There are 13-megapixel essential sensors for the front and back of the 9 Lite, with the distinction being that exclusive the back one backing staff. The 2 cameras have extra 2-megapixel sensors for computing profundity and applying bokeh impacts when you utilize the portrait and wide aperture modes in the camera application.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe now.